The terrain alone tells a story of despair and tough times people here are going through. When the road couldn't do us much good, we just had to walk through the bushes to see for ourselves the reality of the war that has become Kenya's hallmark in the recent past. Hunger. And yes, they are starving, especially the elderly. Meet 70-year-old Cheparuas. We found her crouching as she tried to get home in time with her bunch of firewood. But her spines are too frail and her physique bearing the brunt of hunger. I lent her a hand and slowly led her home. To our surprise, the home she led us to is an old school, where she has lived for a year now after she was abandoned by her children for being a burden. Cheparuas was soon after joined by a friend, Chepotintar, another abandoned woman. They lived together in this classroom, feeding on wild nuts, locally known as sorich. They cannot climb the trees to gather the nuts and depend on goodwill from passers-by. These wild seeds are not nutritious enough to keep Cheparuas warm through the cold nights. This, coupled with her old age, only makes things worse for her. And yet, she lives in a classroom with open windows. But their stock is now running out, so as the nuts in the trees as they wither in the scorching sun. At Kalemungorok in Turkana South District, we meet Mzelo Chili, who is fighting to clinch on life. He too tells the same tale, abandoned by his children in a survival for the fittest game. Although he couldn't say a word, his emaciated body mirrors the reality. He hasn't eaten anything for the last 4 days. His wife is just as old, not much strength to scavenge for food.
They say we've been there for too long and they want us to die.
So they wait in despair for anything to come by. As hunger threatens to wipe them out, water is too becoming a mirage. Wells are running dry. Within the same Manyata, a woman is cooking wild nuts for her children as the elderly watch from a distance. This is the agony the elderly go through in these parts of Kenya, a struggle just to survive for today, for tomorrow might never come. These are indeed tough times, and tough times call for tough measures. For these people, theirs is just to hope that someone somewhere hears their frail voices and reaches them with a helping hand. Kenda Gorobadia, reporting for Channel 1 from Kalemungorok in Turkana South District.